Las Vegas, and we are here in the Legends series for my Wednesday night slot, and we have probably what is the best field we've had all season so far. Pretty much everyone in here we
It's the
recognize and
20
have raced
car.
many times before, so that's cool. Hopefully this is a good race. I think it will be. We got Lewandowski up on pole, as usual, really good lap. Then Colton, I don't recognize the 5 car, and then Matthias, right there in the 8. Billy right there. Matthew Brower in front of us. Don't recognize the 17. Apologies if you're a viewer or something and I don't recognize you. But good luck anyway. Landon right behind us, or to our inside, I believe. And then Joe's here. Nick, George, Wesley, Shane, Gavin, and a few other people. But good luck to all of us. I hope this is a good race. I think it should be. This has been a pretty green combo this week, I've heard. A lot of green flag running, so that'll be fun. I did practice a green flag pit stop. And we'll see if we can execute that okay. As usual, going to be saving the tires.
Get ready.
Doing the best we can with that. I'm running 14-to-1 ratio and 50% brakes. I know that's a little bit higher than a lot of people like to run, but I don't want
All right, man.
to
8
run
cars
out
in.
of adjustment with the brake pedal
Green, green, green.
like you could if you ran all the way bottomed out at like 42% or whatever it is.
Got one inside.
But let's
clear,
have some
all
fun
clear.
here. 80 laps. Don't even feel the bumps in these cars with how soft the suspensions are and how high up off the ground they sit.
Everybody watch out for the 7. He wants to be an idiot today.
I don't know who the 7 is. Yeah, I'm going to be focusing on not turning the wheel hardly at all, trying to get smooth runs out of the corner, doing everything we can with that. Inside here,
Got one outside.
we are the number 4 car.
Stay low.
Nick is the number 3.
You're clear high.
He-
Clear high.
We were ahead of him in iRacing for a minute, and then we ran that IndyCar race. And that ended that whole thing, but the IndyCar race hasn't even been released yet because YouTube continues to punish me and not process my videos into HD at all, so I'm having to re-upload it again. It's basically every upload now takes about 10 to 20 hours to process once it gets on YouTube. It's pretty ridiculous. There's no reason for it. File format, length of videos, file size, encoding, always been the same. But whatever reason, for the past week or two, they refuse to process. I had to upload one video like 3 times before it could do anything. It's ridiculous.
I'm just gonna ride behind you, Gavin.
Alrighty, sounds good. Hopefully I don't put it in the wall or something, or slow us down too much. Feel like I'm using too much wheel, but we'll see how it ends up. Kind of want to run. In practice, I was overdriving turn 3 really bad, so I want to make sure I don't do that. And seems like we want to run a lane up or half a lane up. That's what James told me in the Discord. But we'll see how that goes. I feel like the bottom is best for tire wear, but I don't know. These cars are a whole different kind of animal. Landon's just going to ride behind me for a bit. He's got a little bit of a gap behind him. But if I start slowing him up too much, I'll try and let him go. But that felt like a pretty good lap. Fun cars. Even with the tight setups. I've enjoyed them a lot this season. We do have Martinsville coming up. I think that's next week. And that's going to be worse than North Wilkesboro, but still, the races we've had have been pretty good for the most part. And these at Nashville Superspeedway was the best race of all time, so No regrets at all running this time slot and this series for the full season. Absolutely has been worth it. I kind of think it would be fun if there was some sort of thing to run a season of this with slightly longer races and looser setups. I think that would be cool. Maybe in the future Nick could consider running these cars for a K5 season in this league. That would be fun. Run it fixed setup, but modify the setup so they're not so gosh dang tight. And then run about NIS length races, like half real distance instead of 80 laps here. It'd be like 133. I think that'd give pit strategy and tire fall off. I think that would make it play an even bigger role. It'd be fun, I think. Plus, you could run a schedule that doesn't go to stupid tracks like Martinsville and Old Daytona and stuff. Though Old Daytona in these is not that terrible. It's pretty fun. Plate racing in these is not nearly as bad as it is for the modern cars. Plate racing, quote unquote, super speedway racing. They don't use plates. Definitely think Landon is faster than me, but he is just content with hanging out right there. I'm trying to work the tires. Use the apron a bit to rotate around the corner. That's cool. We're running here in 7th. Forgot to look where he even qualified. I think it was right around here. Maybe 9th or something. 7th or 8th. Must have been 8th. We passed one guy at the start, and then we're starting on the outside. So James also said that later in the run the tri-oval gets very tricky. I'm not sure if he meant loose or tight. I'm thinking it's tight. We'll see. Is that Lewandowski up pacing the whole field? I imagine. He's probably doing a great job at saving tires as well. Everyone in here seems like gets the gist of
Sorry
this
for being so slow.
racing. Very easy. Just make sure we're saving. I can apologize to Landon for being so slow as well.
You're probably doing better to your tires there, Jeff.
I feel like I'm not being very quick. But maybe we're being okay on tires, I don't know. Need to check and see for fuel, what we're gonna want for that. I don't know when we're gonna pit. At Atlanta, at the beginning of the season, the strategy was to pit early. And then Michigan was run it long. Imagine early or midway will be fine for this one, being a 1.5-mile track. Pretty abrasive as well. Las Vegas sneakily is one of the more abrasive tracks on the service. Might need to give this to Landon here soon, though we are catching 17 here, and Billy and Matthias. He hasn't corrected me on my pronunciation of his name. Now, I thought Matthias was like European version, and Matthias was more of, well, maybe Matthias is like French Canadian. I don't know. Maybe it's all Matthias except for United States. I'm an ignorant American. I don't know things. There's Billy on the outside. He's gonna stay in front of us, I think. The run. Back it off here a little bit, make sure we don't overdrive it. Kind of caught in a cluster here. Billy is struggling a bit on tires.
Stay low.
A little crossover here.
Stay low. All clear, all clear.
Shallow entry, but we're able to get it slowed down. Alright, people are starting to come back to us. That's good. It's a good sign.
Sorry if that was my fault, Billy.
$13 is about the same distance back as he has been to us. Behind Landon. Guess we'll look to the inside here.
Got one outside. You're clear high, clear high.
He's massively overdriving it.
Got one outside. Still there? Hold your line.
There's Colton up there. We'll see if he can hang on to a good finish.
Stay low.
He's been struggling since the
Still there.
tires updated on the car.
Stay low.
17 really fighting hard for it,
Stay low. There's a car on the high side.
but it's fine.
Stay low. There's a car on the high side.
Should be able to clear him one of these times.
Still there? Hold your line.
Just hurting his tires more.
All clear, all clear.
Should be able to pull away now,
Unlike
especially if he fights
I'm too slow.
Landon. George back there having something go on. We're up to the P5 now. That's good. Liking that. See if we can track down Matthias. Now I just combined the two
I'm charging
pronunciations.
20 laps to halfway.
Yeah, she'll be right.
Feel like we're doing okay though on tires. We'll see. I don't think cutting the apron here is necessary at all. Don't think that adds or cuts off any extra time, and I don't think it's as good as on the tires as it would be just to run the front stretch. But that's what the 5 car up in front of Colton is doing about every lap. We're up to 5th now. We've made a couple passes. Billy has dropped way far off. He must have really pushed hard there at the beginning.
There you go, 7. Keep being an idiot.
Hopefully the 7 doesn't just ruin the race for everyone like the 7 car at the Talladega race did. There's always one guy that apparently is always the number 7 for some reason. I don't think they're the same people, but it's kind of weird. Matthias has started pulling back away from us a little bit. So has Colton and the 5, I think. We still have the 17 behind us though, which is good. I think we're quicker than him and can stay ahead of him without too much issue. The 13 car has gotten around Landon. They're all stacked up back there. Been a good race so far though. I have really enjoyed it so far. Might be catching Matthias back again. big line of cars, all nose to tail. I can see in the mirror back behind us, so that's interesting. Surprised they haven't spread out more. I do expect this to go all green with the field that we have. Everyone here is pretty good, pretty clean. As far as I know, there's a couple people in here I don't recognize that may or may not cause issues. But so far it's been fine. The 17 fought me pretty hard on the outside, but he was clean about it. He didn't do anything wrong. So I'm not worried about him really. Everyone up ahead of me has looked fine. 5 car cutting the apron, but again, he's not doing anything wrong doing that. What is pitting gonna look like? Fuel wise, 13 gallons gets us about 40 laps. So if we pit it halfway, we're gonna want a little over 13 gallons, it looks like. So if I take 13 gallons on the pit stop and take rights only, would that be the call? Probably if we're pitting under green, we're gonna want to take rights and not worry about the lefts, the way these tires are these days. So let me go ahead and get that set up. Hopefully we don't spin out like we did at Michigan. But
My bad, I didn't.
we need to do it in order to
go by Nebon.
keep the track position.
Lap 27, passing the grass.
Passing the grass back there, that sounds fun. We're all just kind of stuck here in this line, not making much progress one way or the other. Just in a bubble. That's okay, we're running top 5. Right where we're supposed to be.
Are they wrecking?
Just about.
Nope.
No caution, please.
But no surprise it's a 7.
Sounds like the 7's causing problems.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah, I could only see smoke and the A-pillar was on the way, or whatever it's called.
Looks like Landon is trying to pass the 17 car back there.
Send it in on Bailey.
Oh, the 13 car is getting around the 17, and Landon is as well. So 13, I think, is pretty quick. I think he was saving pretty well. He might come up here and pass us. But we'll see. Colton's doing really good so far, so that's cool. We haven't really pulled in at all. 0.7 to Matthias. Let's see if we gain anything there. .6. About half a second behind us. That's about stayed the same. This has been fun though. Hope we have a good pit stop. This is not an easy pit road to get onto by any means. But we'll see. Still able to put the foot to the floor on exit. I haven't had to lift out of it real crazy like quite yet, which I feel good about. Hasn't gotten to the point where it's so tight that you're not getting off the corner anymore. I mean, we're still 0.7 back. I mean, we're not gaining anything. We're all just kind of sitting here. I think it's been that way for the past like 20 laps. Which is cool. Landon is 0.7 back, 0.6 to 13. Lewandowski. 4.5 up there. The 5 cars started to pull away from Colton. It's like the front group has all started spreading out, but we are still at the same distance to Colton and Matthias, which is interesting. So they've gotten faster up there, and we've just stayed the same. Most likely, they've just not fallen off quite as much as we have. Still a big group of cars behind us. What is the pit strategy going to be? I'm very curious to know. Because I don't know. I'm assuming just halfway is going to be what we want to do. But I really have no clue. I've been running pretty much the white line through the corners this whole time too. Just kind of been where I've been comfortable. Still 0.7 in front of us. So that's funny. See how many laps in a row we can stay at 0.7. Like we get to 0.6 through 1 and 2, and then he pulls back to 0.7 down the backstretch. It's funny. Same distance behind us as well. We are really just in a bubble. I'd like to keep this distance behind us for pit stops as well. I don't want to have a big group on me when I'm getting ready to pit. That will make things dangerous. If I can get up closer to Matthias, or at least keep this distance, we should be okay to pit, not have to worry. Colton running a bit higher out of turn 4 there. Looked like he nearly caught the wall. Landon has gotten back around 13. Billy is on pit road, though he had fallen off quite a bit, I think, and had a bit of a scuffle with the 7. But that may start the pit stops. Pit window, I assume, will be open anytime. It probably already is. I think it was open at lap 20, technically. 9.5 gallons is about 30 laps. So, say 10 gallons is 30 laps. We need about 13 gallons, I think. We're going to fill 13 gallons into it, and that'll add to whatever we have left, and that should be fine. I might bump that up just a bit, just to be safe. Just to be safe. Oh no, we're at 0.8 now. Gosh dang. I feel like we've caught Colton a bit. I think he's getting tighter. Landon might be running the middle of the track. Let's do 14 gallons, I guess. That'll be over fuel, but I don't want to take any chances with that, since I really don't have a fuel calculator, and my brain can't be trusted. Shane has made it up to 7th now. Figured he'd be up here. George is pitting now, halfway. What are the lap times looking at?
Alright, man. Halfway this time by.
We leveled off. We're about 2 seconds, 1.5 seconds slower. If we're running the same times as we were like 20 laps ago, then there's no reason to pit yet. I don't know. Is Colton pitting? What is he doing here? He is. Alright. I'm gonna need to think about it quick.
You're 4.
Do we trust Colton's pit strategy and go ahead? Or do we wait for Lewandowski to pit? We should wait for Lewandowski, I think.
Alright, man,
Or
caution is
we'll
out.
get a caution and it
is
won't
out.
matter.
Line up single file. Pit road is closed. Catch the
That
main
sucks
car.
for Colton. Somebody spin getting on pit road, I guess. That traps him a lap down. Dang. Really tough timing there. I'm glad I decided to wait. Now I guess 4 tires?
Pit
Nah.
road is now open.
Let's take 2.
Checking out back straight going into 3.
Let's take 2. It'll be fine. It'll be no problem at all.
I got very lucky there in terms of lucky dogness.
Colton got very unlucky. Really, really unlucky. We're just gonna go
I'm
straight.
asking you take 4 right here. Pit box in.
I'm not. Might hurt.
Take 2 and pray for a bunch of
Alright.
cautions.
3,
Mm,
2,
fine, I'll
One.
take 4.
right here.
86, 90, 81, 88.
I took 2 under green, but I might drop it and get the left sides.
81, 88, I think is pretty good. We're gonna be totally way overfueled. I hope most people are taking 4.
Seeing as I'm at the back anyway.
That's it, go.
Leader took 2.
Be mindful, you only have one
We
set of
took
tires remaining.
4
Line up
and
single
got behind
file.
or got in front of
Catch the
Matthias.
5 car.
so that's cool. We beat him off pit road. I think everybody took 4, so that's really good that we did.
I was at 84.90.
81, 88.
79, 88.
79, 89.
70 on the front right for me. Fuck, that's unlike me.
Yeah, he-
Usually I
he
don't
hurt the
use
right
enough
front.
of it.
81, 88 up here.
That's what I had. So me and the 5 were the same.
Hope you get first run there, guys.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. I wish the caution hadn't come out.
You ran me down, Shane. I won't lie.
Sounds like the 7 was the one that did it.
Yeah, I ain't too mad about my tires since I came from 16th to 5th during that run.
Yeah, you were flying there at the end.
I think it's my line. I noticed I'm entering middle and staying middle till the car rotates, and then I get on it, and I'm catching everybody on exit.
Yeah, I tend to enter too shallow and lose some time that way.
Did you take 2, Gavin, or 4?
I was going to take 2, but I figured with the caution I might as well take 4, and it looks like most people took 4, so. I didn't want to spin out again.
Yeah, that's why I asked you specifically.
Dang, you ain't got to call the man out like that.
Well, that's funny.
No, I figured if Gavin took right sides only, then I guess we're safe to do so.
Yeah, I was just kidding.
Alright,
No, I
man, we're
took
going
4
green
too.
next
I
time.
won't take no
Alright, man.
chance.
Line up
Yeah.
on the outside row now.
If it was under green, I definitely would have taken 2, so I don't know. But it might be okay.
Actually, if it ran out, I was going to go fuel only.
I don't know if that would have worked. I tried that at Atlanta. That did not work.
Don't the lappers got to sit on the inside?
Yeah, lappers go to the inside.
If they're on the tail end of the lead lap, they don't have to.
I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be on the inside. It's telling me to be outside, though. Alrighty then.
Yeah.
Interesting, there's
The
3
old
people.
rule is whoever's on the lead lap, it doesn't matter if they're in front of the leader or not, they're the control car.
Well, that's kind of dumb.
Well, that's the way it used to be, though. But it's such a mishmash of current and old rules in
No,
this
just
series.
give me the wave around, geez.
If we're gonna have lucky dogs, we might as well do wave rounds. Like, I don't
Get
understand.
ready.
All right, here we go. Ooh,
All right, man.
checking up a
Pace
little
car
bit.
is in. Green, green, green. You're in third place.
We all got stacked up there and got real spread out. But we're up to third now. Let's see what we can do here. Probably just watch Lewandowski in the 5 car drive away from us. Nick is up to, I saw him on the F3 for a second. He's up to 6th somehow. Pretty much just another exact same length of a run that we just had, so that should be fine. I can probably afford to go a little bit harder on the tires since we were at 81. So let's try and push just a tiny bit to try and stay ahead of Matthias.
Goodbye, Gavin.
Still gonna try and use as little wheel as possible.
All right, man. That car is a lap down.
He's just faster than us, I think. Fastest lap of the race, though. If he gets to our inside, I don't want to fight him on the outside and waste tires and time. I'll let him go, but we'll try and stay ahead of him. Feel like it's going to come back to haunt us, though. Nick is up to 5th now. But doing okay. I think we're doing okay here.
Back on the back.
All right, man.
And
Caution
another
is
caution.
out. Caution is out. Line up single file. Pit road is closed.
Well, not pitting. Who wrecked?
10 car.
I wonder. 7 car again, or just the 19? Always get one guy in here that's wrecking constantly, but we'll see what happened after the race. Colton got the lead lap back. Stay in front of Lewandowski there. Well, he did a good job. Unfortunately, Billy and the 13 got passed by him before the caution. That was really unlucky for Colton to get put in that situation, but lucky that the caution came out right then before Lewandowski got around him, so he's back on the lead lap. I didn't expect us to get another caution, to be honest. But that is cool.
Car 13. Got the lucky dog. Let
And
him
13
by on
gets
the
the lucky dog.
outside.
See, lucky dogs didn't exist back then either, so if we're doing lucky dogs, we might as well do wave arounds the pace car. Like, it doesn't make sense. Billy's a lap down, though. Looks like he's got some right rear damage. We added way too much fuel. We basically filled it up. I wanted about 14 gallons in the car, and I added 14 gallons, so we basically just filled it back up. But that's fine. That's not going to make a massive difference, really. Not for this thing. But we get to pace around some more. Which isn't fun. We need hopefully the 2 to green here. It looks like the 19 wrecked somehow. Take a look at the incidents as usual after the race. Billy, is he the only one a lap down on track? I think so. Well, the 19 actually came back out, so. Billy was the only one. He could have dropped to the back on the inside row and be okay, but with the 19, I don't know. He probably wants to stay up here. The lap cars don't have to come up to the front to be on the inside. They can stay back and out of everyone's way with this rule set. But not super necessary.
We're racing at Chicagoland, Wesley.
Yep, Chicagoland. That'll be a fun one. That Chicagoland with ARCA cars turned out to be a lot more fun than I expected it to be. I wasn't going into that thinking that was going to be a fun race or a fun combo, just knowing how high side dominant it is and how tough to pass, but it's actually pretty fun for most of that race, and then at the end it was hard to make passes, but we were still doing it okay. And I think for a longer race on Sunday it'll be fun with the tire fall off and stuff. Hopefully we get long green runs though. I think it'll be a good time.
Alright, man, we're going green next time by. Alright, man, line up on the outside row now.
Looks like Billy's dropping back, so that's cool. Thank you. Let's try and get a better restart this time. Hopefully not run into the back of the 5 car. And hopefully we can stay ahead of Matthias. We'll see though, and he's got Nick behind him too, and Shane. All 3 of those guys could probably be quicker than us. We'll see though. Who's behind Shane? Wesley, Landon back there, and then Joe.
Get ready.
Right around there. It'll be tough for us, but hopefully we can get a good finish. And try and look at Lewandowski here.
Alright, man, the pace car is in.
Okay, we got a good jump.
Green, green, green.
Nick's actually going to the outside.
Sorry, no, they just would not go.
Yeah, it looked like they went and stopped.
Ooh, Lewandowski got loose there somehow. I don't know how that's possible. Did he take 2? He might have.
Nah, the 17 trying to get a big jump, and that wasn't going yet.
And here they come behind me real quick. Just gotta hope Nick burns his tires off, because he's looking a little too fast right now. Where did he get all this speed? I'm using too much right front right now. But Nick is just pushing hard. get out of it a little bit there.
Inside. Stay high. There's a car on the low side.
Then I got tight through the trial.
All clear, all clear.
Alright, we'll get him back. He's pushing way too hard right now, I think. Maybe he took 2 and has just got lightning speed. 5 car right up on Lewandowski's bumper. Got a big gap behind Matthias. See if we can stay ahead of him. Man, I wonder if Nick took 2 tires. He's got way more grip out of the corner.
You got one inside. Still there.
Have to let him go.
Clear low, clear
I
low.
don't want Shane to catch us. Maybe we'll get him back at the end. We don't have many laps left though. 30, I guess. That's quite a bit. No, 20. 20 to go next time by. We're back to 5th now. We're just slow compared to everyone around us. I need to enter higher. Slow it down, turn it down off the corner. I'm entering too shallow. I don't know how Nick got so quick
All right, man,
there.
20 to go. Go get him.
Here comes Shane. We'd have just fallen off right at the start of this run. I don't get it. I'm gonna battle hard for this top 5 though. Nick wants to go win the gosh dang race. What the heck? He's flying. I imagine he took 2. Figured he would have gained way more track position though. Maybe he, I mean, he feels like, seems like he's getting it loose on entry. Don't know how. I don't know. Lewandowski's pulling away from the 5 now. Nick's catching both of them. Maybe Nick will fall off hard though. He does that sometimes, pushing hard early in a run. It's just going to be about if this run is long enough. You also have Shane coming real quick. We might get back around Matthias here though soon. Hopefully he gives it to us fairly easily, since we did for him. Looks like he's getting tight on exit as well now.
Outside.
Try and not use tire, too much tire anyway. Okay, he gives it to us nice and easy, thank you. Shane right here now. That was very dangerous for him personally to do that because Shane was so close. Now can we pull back away from Shane? Can we do anything to catch back up to Nick? He's a second ahead of us now. Well, there's the wall. Shane is just so much better off the corner. Everyone is so much better off the corner than me right now. Oh, Shane got on the apron a bit. A little wiggle from him. that line felt good. Closing back in on Nick just a bit. That's not going to be an easy pass. But if we get Shane up close too, he'll have to hold off 2 of us, which will be very hard. That was not as good of a run out of 4 that I needed. 0.6 to Nick though. Stop in the middle of the corner in front of Shane. Get a decent exit. Okay. I need Shane not to pass me because we got to get up here and get around Nick first, and then he can try and pass me. Apron to get it to rotate. Decent exit. We're coming for you. We are coming for you. Matthias has not gone away either, and he's got Wesley right behind him. Hope this goes green to the end. This is going to be exciting. Nick nearly in the wall. We're going to get a huge run out of 4 this time.
We have 10
Nick's
to
going
go
to guard the bottom. Crossover move coming.
Got one outside. Stay low, there's a car on the high side. All clear, all clear. Got one outside. You're clear high.
Oh
clear
man.
High.
It's so tight.
Outside.
Here's Shane.
Still there. Stay low, there's a car on the high side. Stay low. All clear, all clear.
Dang it. It's not how I wanted it.
Inside.
Woo,
Stay
alright.
high.
Should be able to pass him now. He's way too tight to hold the bottom,
Stay high.
I think.
Stay high.
Pinch
Stay
him
high.
down. Whew, okay.
Clear low, clear low.
Can we get Shane back? I doubt it. I need to get some brakes back in this car though. 43, that might spin us out.
You're back and forth. Good job, man.
Five has fallen off as well, and Lewandowski is not that far ahead of us right now. That was a bad corner though. We're gonna go up and catch the 5 car here in a second. Ah, they're just so quick. 5 car is getting close to that wall. Nick is still in front of Matthias.
5 laps to go.
Oh, massive push. That was not good. Shane, I need your right front to get worn like it did at Twin Ring. We've fallen completely off now. Settle down here. Need to still beat Nick. Five car is looking to pound that wall. Ooh, chop Shane. I am sucking bad out of turn 4 though. And not looking too great out of turn 2. Five car's gonna fight back hard. That's gonna get us right back in this mix.
2 to go this time by.
Only 2 laps to go though. Oh, the 5 car lets him by. I needed them to battle more. He's gonna go back to the inside. Shane for the block. Can we do anything here? Coming to the white.
White flag this time by. 1 more to go.
Just don't think we're gonna be able to make anything happen. Especially not with a corner like that. Whew! Ah, we just weren't quick enough.
Great
Whew,
race, everybody.
that was fun.
Good job, everyone. That was awesome.
Fun battle at the
There's
end.
the flag. It's
Great
over.
race, fun battle at the end. Good job, Shane.
There
Nice
you go,
win,
man.
Lewandowski.
Good job, driver.
Good race, guys. That was good.
That was tough, man.
That was a fun
tough.
one.
Good race, guys. Also.
Shane did awesome there. Nice
stuff,
second
good stuff.
place.
Good race, good win. I have some complaints about the timing of that caution, though.
Yeah. Yeah. That was very unlucky for him. 79.92. He still finishes 12th. It's not
I
terrible.
really struggled. I guess
84.91.
you guys are real good.
Man, 81.93 for Lewandowski. I don't know. You and Nick were just flying there at the start of that run.
Wow, Shane, P2. Good shit.
So
dude.
was Matthias, but he fell off right after he passed us. Did he post his tire? There they are, 86.93. He had better tires. So I'm not sure what happened.
Yeah, I don't know where that came from. Like, I didn't even get no practice here.
Man,
And
Joe with a
somehow
good finish.
I had good
Gets
long run
8th.
speed.
Yeah, that was awesome, Shane. Great job. Great job. Lewandowski wins. Shane gets second place
Must
all the
have a
way
great race.
from
More cautions.
16th.
That was amazing.
And then the 5 car gets 3rd. I finished 4th, right where I need to be. We beat Nick. He finishes 5th. Had a good climb through the field. Wesley gets up to 6th. Matthias falls back to 7th. Joe finishes 8th. Good top 10. Landon gets 9th, right where he started. 16 car gets 10th. Matthew Brower gets 11th. Colton, unfortunately, with that untimely caution right during his green flag pit stop. Man, I feel like I could have held Shane off, maybe. Well, he was super quick at the end, but if he hadn't gone around the outside, but man, when I was trying to get around Nick, Shane was able to get around both of our outsides at the same time. That was so fun. 7 car gets 13th, 9th car gets 14th, 17 gets 15th, Gavin gets 16th, started 17th, 13, 17th. George back in 18th, he struggled with tires a bit. Sounded like 19 gets 19th, and unfortunately Billy finishes last after being in a wreck, I think. But we'll take a look at the incidents. That was so fun. That was awesome. Great running. Me, Nick, and Shane all right on top of each other every race. It's pretty amazing. Sun went down a lot, too. All the way to lap 42. What in the world was that? He just goes around. Billy just catches him and passes him, and then he just right hooks or left hooks Billy down the straightaway. What in the world was that? I mean, Billy doesn't make any contact. He just goes to his outside. And then he just turns right and wrecks him. It's always one guy in here ruining races. It's always one person that if they didn't show up, the race would have been way better. Unfortunately, that is really stupid right there. And then this, this was the second caution. He and the 9 come together. Looked like he got a little bit of a push or maybe loose out of the corner, just drifted up, thought he was clear, and the 9 I'm sure didn't mean to be that close, and the other guy didn't mean to be that close, but they accidentally make some contact, and that turns him into the fence. Unfortunate there, and that was our only 2 cautions. See if anybody hit the wall. No. 13, he's going to hit the wall out of 4. Little tap. 19 is going to do it as well. Pretty big tap, and that's it. Yeah, that was awesome. That was an awesome race. Unfortunate for Billy there. I have no idea, no explanation for that. But everyone was complaining about his driving. Not Billy's, the 7 car who just wrecked him for no reason. But we beat Nick. That's the important thing. Wish we could have beat Shane, but Shane was going up there to pass Lewandowski if we had more laps. He was freaking flying. What were his tires again? Shane's was 85.93, Lewandowski's 81.93. He had a better right rear than we did, but a worse right front. That's interesting. But yeah, that was super fun. Really enjoyed that. Really, really enjoyed that.